Welcome all of you. Welcome to another video of Animaths. Now this is my first video in surface area volumes. Okay, so in this video we are going to take up cylinders. So in the 3D figures, this is the most important one right after cubes and cuboids. So once you are done with cubes and cuboids, the next topic that comes is cylinders. So we are going to take up cylinders today in this video. So cylinders will be done in two videos. So this first video is where you have the regular questions of cylinders, and you shall be having another video in cylinders where you shall be getting only the hollow cylinder type of questions, because hollow cylinder is something again which can be very difficult for the students. Okay, so that is it. Let us start and see what is there in this chapter. Now talking about cylinders, what is this? This is a cylinder. Now we have so many examples of cylinders around us. This marker is also a cylinder. Gas cylinder is a cylinder. There are many jars which are cylinders, okay, glass jars or pencil boxes. Those are all cylinders. A chalk is cylindrical in shape. So here, remember, we just need two things to draw a cylinder. If we know the radius and we know the height, we can understand, we can know the cylinder. Just like we need to know the radius in order to draw a circle, we need to know the side of a square in order to know the square, we need to know length, breadth and height in order to draw that particular cuboid. So here only R and H is required. Okay. Now what is a right circular cylinder? Because you must be hearing this all the time. Right circular cylinder. What is a right circular cylinder? See, even cylinders can even be like this. This is not right circular. Okay, this is not a right circular cylinder. It will be somewhat like this. So this is not a right circular cylinder. Okay, what is a right circular cylinder is when this height is at 90 degrees to the base radius, then it makes a right circular cylinder. Okay, but you don't have to worry. This is not going to come in your exams. Till 10th standard, you have only this kind of cylinders in your portions, in your syllabus. Now, talking about the volume of a cylinder. What is a cylinder volume? Volume. Now, I have, as long as it is a, remember, if it is a regular solid, that is, for all regular solids, volume is base area into height. Yes, volume is base area into height. Now you might not have noticed, even when it was a cube, yes, it was a cube, we actually had a cube, which is a square into a. Yes, a square into a. A square was the base area, a was the height, right? For a cuboid, again it was LBH volume, which is L into B was the base area into H was the height. So if it is a regular solid, it's always going to be base area into height. Now the base area for this particular one is pi r square and height is h, that is pi r square h. Okay, so it is pi r square h. Next is, let's come to the surface area. Now there are two types of surface area. One is the curved surface area. Now this is the curved surface area of a, the curved surface area is this one, the sides, also called lateral. Okay, sometimes you'll hear this also, lateral surface area, the sides. Lateral means the sides. Now for curved surface area or for lateral surface area, I want to tell you something. Here I have a sheet of paper with me which is rectangular in shape. This is the length, yes, this is the length of the paper, right? This is the length of the paper and this is the breadth of the paper, and I have made a cylinder out of it. Okay, now do you notice that this circumference of this base circle is nothing but the length of the paper? Yes, and the height of the cylinder, which had become the height of the cylinder, is nothing but the breadth of the paper. Okay, So once we understand that, we can write. Now when they ask for the CSA, they are basically asking for the area of the paper, which is length into breadth. Length is 2 pi r, yes, because this circumference, this circumference is a 2 pi r, okay, into height is the breadth of the paper. 2 pi RH is the what? Is the curved surface area of the cylinder. Now let's come to TSA, total surface area. Total surface area is definitely going to take the curved surface area, plus it is going to have 2 more of these. Yes, it has 2 more of these. This is the base and the bottom. So it is 2 pi r squares. Now let me factorize here. So this is your final total surface area. Now why I am doing this is I am explaining every formula to you because it becomes easier for you to remember. Also you start understanding which part to take in a particular sum and which part to delete. So if they are asking the cylinder is to be painted on the sides, take only this. If they say cylinder has to be painted all over, take the full thing. So you can understand the formula better if it is split and explained. This is the next question, the first question. Here is the first question. There is a very simple question based on formula. The total surface area of a cylinder is of radius 7 cm is 880. So can I write like this? Is 2 pi r h plus r, right? I can write like this. 2 into 22 by 7 into 7 h plus 7. This is 880. Now as I said in this entire chapter, you will see me cancelling numerator with numerator on both sides of the equal to sign. That is because on the two sides, because anyway in the next step you would have brought this 22 down. Okay, so this 22 would have come down. So what I'll do, I'll make a 40 here. Okay, this 2 and a 20. Remember, I'll not cancel numerator with numerator if they are on the same side of the equal to sign. Then it is like this, numerator with denominator. Now how much do I have here? 20 is equal to h plus 7. H is 20 minus 7, which is 13 centimeter. I got the first part of it, that is the height. Come to the second part of it, which is the volume. Volume is pi r square h. In order to know volume, I need both, right? I need the r and the h. So 22 by 7 into r is 7 into 7 into h is height I just got, sorry, 13. Okay, so 22 into this is 91. That comes to a 2002 centimeter cube. Okay, so now let's see what the next sum is. Here I just forgot to mention something. Here I want to tell, every time you are seeing me writing a pi, I'm writing it as a 22 by 7. Now if the question has given you pi as, otherwise the value of pi is 3.142. So if the question has given you something like that, go ahead and use it in the sum. But if the question has not mentioned anything, like all the sums that I'm going to do today will not mention. If they have not mentioned, that means you are supposed to use 22 by 7 wherever you see a pi. Okay, this is the next question. The diameter of a roller 120 centimeter long is 84. Okay, don't take the diameter as 120. The diameter is 84 and the length is 120, means the height of the cylinder. The roller is generally a road roller kind of thing, they mean to say, which is cylindrical in shape. So that is 120. If it takes 500 revolutions to level out a playground, they are not giving us the area of the playground, rather they are measuring it in terms of how many revolutions it makes. It takes 500 revolutions to level it out. Find the cost of leveling if 75 paise per meter square is the rate. Now the first thing is, you have to understand that one CSA, one curved surface area, is equal to one revolution. So in 500 revolutions it is 500 CSS. So area covered in 500 revolutions is 500 into 2 pi r h, right? 500 into 2 into 22 by 7. How much is r? That is dia. Okay, dia is 84. So r is a 42 into h is a 120. Cut this 6. So I will leave it like this only. 500 into 44 into 6 into 120. 500 into 44 into 6 into 120 is my area. Okay, right now I am not going to multiply it. Now what I am going to do? Now we are going to convert. This is in centimeter square. We will convert it to. So what is the cost? 500 into 44 into 6 into 120 into 75. But then first we need to convert it to meter square from centimeter square. So we need 2 hundredths to convert it to meter square. Okay. Because centimeter to meter is 100, but then if you are converting centimeter square to meter square, you need 2 hundredths, not 200 but 2 hundredths. Okay, and then this entire thing has now come in paise. To convert it to rupee, we need a third one. Okay, so let's cancel 75 and this. I am cancelling with big factors so that my calculation goes faster. So this is 25 into 4, 25 into 3, this is 11, cut this out. So how much am I getting? I am getting this 1 5 is here, you can cancel it here, okay, and 3. So I get 33 into 36, 11 into 3, 33 into 36, okay, 36. So that if I multiply, I will get this many. So the cost is rupees 1188 rupees, the cost of leveling it. So in this sum, what you have to understand is 1 CSA is equal to 1 revolution. So 500 CSAs it takes to cover up the whole area. Okay, so and then the rate is given per meter square. So the radius of two cylinders are in the ratio 2:3 and the heights are in the ratio 5:3. Calculate the ratio of the volumes and the ratio of their curved surface area. So if I take the radius of 2, it is going to give me R1 by R2 is 2 by 3. And if I take the height of 2, H1 by H2 is 5 by 3. Okay, and we are supposed to find V1 by V2, that is V1 volume of the first cylinder, V2 volume of the next. Okay, that is pi R square, R1 square H1 and pi R2 square H2. Okay, so when we do this, we can cancel out the pi's easily, and then we have something like this. Okay, and H1 by H2. Now if it is R1 by R2 square, I can write it 2 by 3 square here into 5 by 3. Yes, so that becomes 4 by 9 into 5 by 3. Okay, 4 by 9 into 5 by 3, that gives me, nothing is cancelling, so I have to write 20 by 27 because nothing cancels. So 20 by 27. So V1 is to V2 becomes a V1 is to V2 is equal to 20 is to 27. That is my first answer. Okay, come to the second answer, which is CSA, the curved surface area ratios. So that I'll take as C1 by C2, that is 2 pi R1 H1, 2 pi R2 H2, this. Okay, and then R1 by R2 is 2 by 3, H1 by H2 is 5 by 3, which is 10 by 9. Okay, that is 10 by 9. So it is C1 is to C2 is 10 is to 9. That is the ratio between the two curved surface areas. Now this is one sum that I want you all to do like this only. You should attempt it exactly like this. The moment people see ratios, generally the tendency is to write R1 is 2x and R2 is 3x. This sum does not require the x method. Okay, and then you will write H1 and H2, and the big mistake that you are going to do is take x here also as the common ratio. Okay, so you should not take x here and here, as well as two different ratios should not take the same common multiple. Okay, so with all that, here this method does away with all those problems. Straight away, this writing pattern is very important. You write it like this and substitute 2 by 3 and 5 by 3, and straight you get your answers. Okay. Okay, so that is those were few of the very important questions in cylinders. Now I shall be coming up with more questions on cylinders in another video, where I shall be taking up only hollow cylinder questions. In cylinder, hollow cylinder questions tends to become a little tough. Okay, so that is it for today. You can find all the links of all the surface area volume chapters in the description box. I shall be putting them for you, and you can go through the videos of, because I shall be uploading spheres, and after spheres I shall also be uploading cones. Spheres will also be uploaded after this, so you can find the link in the description box. So that's it for today. If you have liked the video, do not forget to like, share and subscribe. Thanks all of you.